What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic morning, because I'm most certainly not! My name is Azurblade, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. You've no doubt noticed the black bar over my soul count, and there's a reason for this. I made good on a promise that I made a few videos ago, and I got all the dragon scales to finish the Dragon Covenant. And I definitely didn't... What's the word? My brain's mush right now. I definitely didn't exploit the AI for my own gain. Nope. Not at all. Don't know what you're talking about. So there you are, 30 dragon scales. And I learned something pretty interesting about the RNG system in this game when it comes to farming. So as it turns out, those Dragon Knights that drop these things are a pretty good source of awe stones. In fact, they're a little too good of a source for awe stones. I have over 150 of these things. So I not only get to level up a bunch, because look at how many souls I have! That's how long it took me to farm those darn things. I get to show off the Covenant of Champions rewards and the Dragon Covenant rewards. So the first thing I'm gonna do is level up. I got 33 levels from that. That's actually insane. Especially at this point. That's absurd. This is probably the highest level I've ever been with a single character in this game. Okay, now, let's go turn in these awe stones so I can show this off. Because I don't think I've ever seen a Let's Play of this game that shows off what you get for giving all the awe stones of this Covenant. So let's join the Covenant of Champions first. And entered Covenant. Now, I gotta offer these one at a time, so yay me! Your first reward is at 10 awe stones, and you get Great Magic Weapon. Very helpful for you magic casters. At tier 2, you need to turn in 25 of these things, and you get the first Dragon Ring. A pretty worthless reward if you ask me, considering the second and third Dragon Rings are much easier to get. And at tier 3, you need to turn in 50 of these things, and you get the Vanquisher Seal. Now, this ring is actually pretty neat. Let's see, where is it? The Vanquisher Seal. Covenant Ring for Champions. Ring of the Company of Champions Covenant. Greatly increases attack power of bare hands. The soul of fallen heroes found along the way. Salute those who scoff at danger and bravely seek the harder path. Joining this covenant strengthens the enemies within your world. Yup. But, more importantly, it does one really cool thing. At least I think it does. Is it this one? Oh yeah! Yeah, you power stance your own bare hands. And you get some special combos. Yeah, look at them go. And the left trigger attack is that. So, if you want to go with a bare hand playthrough, you can thanks to this ring. And it increases your basic fists to around 300 AR, so it's not a bad choice, honestly. So if you want a guy who just doesn't want to use weapons and punch things really hard, there you go. You got that option. Now for our next destination, it's Iron Keep, so let's go to this place. And I figured I would show this ring off in action since I went through all the trouble of getting it. Yeah, your bare hands are actually pretty good now. It's a really fun ring. So yeah, if you're willing to put in the work for this thing, it can lead to some really fun playthroughs. Oh, hold on. There we go. Nice damage. It's not as good as my sword, but to do this much damage with my bare hands, it's not bad, honestly. It's pretty impressive. Now, let's go say hi to this jerk. Where have I been? Buddy, you don't even want to know. All I gotta say is, you're freaking welcome for this. I went through hell trying to get these scales. And at level 1 with 10 dragon scales, you get the dragon head stone. And at level 2, you get the dragon torso stone. I only had to turn 20 in though. If you're about to tell me that I only had to turn 20 of these things in to get all the rewards, I'm going to be pissed. Number 30. Now what do I get? The Black Dragon Greatsword. Okay. Now, let's read this thing's item description. This better be a darn good sword is all I'm saying. Where is it? Black Dragon Greatsword. Where would it be? It's gotta be in Greatswords. There it is. In legend, this oddly shaped long sword is said to be forged from the dragon's tail. As it is told, the Black Dragon lost its tail to a brave warrior in a magnificent battle, and the tail was later used to forge several legendary weapons. And here's the sword. It's pretty interesting looking. It's just a great sword, though. The problem with this thing is that it has 0 scaling. So, is it worth it? Not really. So yeah, you only had to turn in 20 of these things. Isn't that just wonderful? And now, I got all the stats I need, so I can finally do this! I can power stance these swords! This is what I've been wanting to do for pretty much the whole adventure. Oh, but we're not done yet. Oh, no. We still got 2 more items to use. So, let's see. Let's put them in my quick select real quick. Where are they? Where's the stones at? Okay, there's the headstone, and there's the torso stone. Now, what you gotta do next is strip off all your clothes in this very hot and humid environment, so I'm sure my character's thankful, and use these bad boys. Yeah! And here's the dragon form of this game. You get to be one of those dragon knights from Dragonary. And I love this dragon form so much. And the nice thing is you get a little bit of defense too, so that's nice. Now let's go to that cat and leave this covenant and never talk about it again. Get me out of this covenant nonsense. Thank you. And here's what my covenants look like one last time. I've maxed out half of them in this playthrough. And I did this all offline too, so I went through hell for this. Okay, now let's get all my stuff back in order. Okay, now that I'm back here again, I've got 2 more things to read before I finally actually make progress. And that is the item descriptions for the dragon stuff. A stone containing the strength of dragons transforms the head into that of a fire-breathing dragon, an effect that will remain until death. The zealots who sought everlasting life are said to have conducted rites to imbue stones with the strength of dragons, but are no records confirming their success. And a stone containing the strength of dragons transforms the body into a roaring dragon, an effect that will remain until death. Now, the nice thing is that this dragon stone will actually increase your damage for a while, which is fine and dandy. But damage isn't what I need in this part. No. What I need are these summons, because this next area is a travesty upon level design in video games as a whole. Also, these are in the wrong hands. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Got that. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting that. What's up? It's always always fun to hear those things. But yeah, I just look, the first thing you see in this place is one of those freaking salamanders from Cardinal Tower. If that bodes poorly for this place, I don't know what. Now, what you want to do is pull this lever and try to book it past all these guys. The problem is that they throw so much at you! Okay, good, I made it. But that was only the easy part. Oh, man. Oh, do I have something awful for you to see. You gotta deal with all these hexers that slow you down, as well as even more enemies. Stop that. Okay, yaw! Okay, that wasn't nearly as much damage as I would have liked. Stop that! Wow, I didn't catch him. Stop that! Now! Die already! Thank you! And the salamander is just stuck here. He will not try to move at all. But now that you've gone this way, your life is going to be a lot easier, my friend. Just believe me on that. Oh, there is another enemy. Let's take care of him real quick. Nice. There's some damage. Now let's pull this here lever. And that will open this pathway. So just run past all the enemies once again. Just run and make it past. Because, yeah, this place is not fun at all. Let's take care of this hexer. So our buddies downstairs. Yeah, look at all the enemies down there. If we went the normal pathway, we'd have to deal with all this. And there's even more down there than just that. This place is absolutely treacherous and just, it's not well designed at all. It feels like they just tossed a bunch of enemies in here through a level editor and called it a day. It's awful. There's nothing good about this place at all. And I have not met a single person in my entire life that thought this was a fun level. So what the heck? Oh, they cast the silence spell on me. Wow. Oh, they can cast lightning spears. That's not good. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get these, and then I'm gonna power stance my swords and try to plunge attack them and miss, because of course. Okay, now, ow. Okay, that actually really hurt. Now that I've got that taken care of, let's get this item and take care of this jerk over here. You could toss lightning spears. That actually missed. I could toss lightning too, you jerk. Uh-oh. Okay, how about this one? Ow! Okay, let's take a sip of the old flask, and I want to kill this guy because I know for a fact he's gonna try and hurl lightning spears at me if I don't take care of him. He's gonna hurl those lightning spears at me when I'm trying to... You're kidding me. You're actually joking. You know what? Fine. This is fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna get rid of these guys because the boss is here and I don't want the boss having more health. And speaking of health, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of my health so I can put on the Chloranthy ring. Because having faster stamina regen is always a good thing. Now I'm going to use one of these wilted dusk herbs. And also what I'm going to do... Okay, I got repair powder. That's good. I'm going to take off these alluring skulls. And I'm going to equip some dried root. Because for this boss, you're going to want some extra health regen. Not that this boss is particularly good or anything. Yep. It's good old Smelty Demon, except this one's blue. Because, you know, this is an optional area in a DLC that costs $10, and the best thing they could really do here is a reskin boss from the base game. Because this area wasn't bad enough. The only positive thing about this fight is the fact that they changed the pattern of this guy. So he's not attacking the exact same as the normal Smelter Demon. So Blue Raspberry here is actually a little bit difficult and unique in that way. Does it make him a good boss? Absolutely not. And just like normal Smelter Demon, Blue Raspberry here can also light himself on fire. So, as always, when he does that plunge attack, just watch his shoulder pads and make sure they're not rising up. Because if they rise up when he's doing that AoE attack, that's how you know he's about to do it. Alright, jump into the air. No! I don't think so. But yeah, this boss is honestly not too bad. He hits hard and he can mess you up, but as long as you have life gems giving you HP, you can defeat him with little to no issue. And as a quick note, his blue flame sword does magic damage, so keep that in mind. Also, it's not a bad idea to use your Elizabeth mushrooms for this fight. So yeah, overall, the best thing you can really do is make sure you got a life gem giving you HP. Uh-oh. Okay, good. He didn't do the AoE. That's good. No! Okay, let's use a dried root to get that extra health regen. Nope. Ho-ho, I don't think so. And now a life gem for added HP regen. It's not a great idea to use your Estus flask in this fight. This particular fight, you really want to use your life gems more than anything. Okay, nice try. No! Okay, he's not doing the AoE. That's good. Now, the thing about this boss is that he's pretty tanky, so you want to be careful while fighting him. It's a battle of attrition more than anything, but if you've been playing the game well enough, you should have a bunch of life gems at this point. Yeah, see, there's the AoE right there. I don't remember if he can do it a second time, though, so do be careful. Ow! No! I don't think so. Yeah, Radiant Life Gems and Old Radiant Life Gems are your go-to resource for this fight, because you really do not want to repeat the run back to this boss. It is rough. And I showed the easy way, too. So I'm glad I got to go the easy path, because I really didn't feel like fighting all the enemies in this place. Anyone that has fought this boss knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say it is brutal. But he's dead. And with him dead, you get the Smelter Demon's soul. But it's not any normal Smelter Demon's soul. Oh, no, no, no. This one is the Blue Raspberry one. So let's read up the Smelter Demon. The old Iron King's life was taken by a mass of iron that had been given a soul. Was this metal Goliath there from the beginning, or was it a product of the king's deceit? You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, it's the same soul. It's even got the same description. It's just gonna give me another Smelter Demon's sword. That's lame. Well, you're partially right, but it's not all bad. Trust me. Anyone that's played as done a Smelter Demon cosplay will be very happy. And I'm going to show why. What you want to do is go all the way to where Miss Right Down the Road is. Where is that bonfire? There it is. And here's your reward for getting that soul. Oh, right, it's trade. You get the aged Smelter Sword. I'm being followed. Go away, you stupid spiders! I hate you things! You are a blight upon Drang Lake! As I was saying, aged Smelter Sword. Ultra Great Sword, carved from the soul of the Smelter Demon. The blade is imbued with a great flame. Okay, this is pretty much the same exact item description. The only difference is that the blade is blue. And yeah, I killed the Guardian Dragon a second time, because while farming for those dragon scales, I was at 29, and it took me over a freaking hour before I said screw it and decided to use a bonfire aesthetic at Aldia's Keep. Because quite frankly, I was tired of farming at that point. Can I level up? Not quite, but I'm close. Okay, now that I'm back here again, my initial plan for this video was to end it once I defeated the boss, and I'd just start back here again. Oh, you frickin'... Ugh. As I was saying before the elevator left me behind, my initial plan was to defeat Blue Raspberry and then end the video there. But the thing is, I defeated him so much faster and easier than I expected to because I managed to go through that area without dying. Because I managed to go on the easy path, which I was not expecting to do because I haven't ran through that place in over a year, so I'm very happy about that. I'm going out of order here. Okay, you want to go on this elevator next. And there's an item over here. Okay, so you do want to go that way. Great. Okay, let's try this again, but this time let's not die. You gotta roll down this way. You can't just walk it. And then you can get this here treasure chest. And inside it is the Pilgrim's Pontoon. Whoop-de-doo. I'm so glad I died for this item. And I died again because... Yup, I died. Fall damage is ridiculous in this game. Okay, yeah. I'm not even gonna bother trying to get those souls. I'm so high level at this point that it does not matter all that much. The path you want to go next is over here. Because you got more enemies over this way. So just attack this bad boy. And you can get it to start spinning around. Just spinning in circles. Now, what does that do, you might ask? Well, it lets you get that item a lot easier. So, what I'm gonna do is take a sip of the old flask, and then I'm gonna be funny and burn this thing. Yeah! Burn! And take, like, no damage. Yeah! Okay, in all seriousness, let's just hit this thing, and then get our item. Thanks for that. You actually pushed me out of the way. I appreciate that. And over here is a shortcut. A very fast and easy shortcut. Okay, now we want to open this door and take a sip of the old flask. And over here we have an item. The Simpleton's Ring. Finally, a worthy ring. Our union will be legendary! Okay, now the Simpleton's Ring. It makes the wearer invisible while rolling. Ring depicting a simpleton's flower. Wearer becomes invisible while rolling. This ring was worn by the soldiers of the old Iron King, said to be blessed with divine protection. This ring does only one thing, but with ingenuity it can be fearsomely effective. Yup. If I remember correctly, I think it actually gives you some more iframes, but do not quote me on that. I might be remembering that wrong. Now you want to go this way next, because you have another statue that whispers in your ear. So, Nadalia statue. Okay, so what you want to do is get your... there they are. No, equip the alluring skulls. Where'd they go? There they are. Alright. Now let's use a life gem and avoid his attacks and throw an alluring skull to get his attention. At least I think he's attracted to those things. No, he's very much not. No. Ow! Okay, I was wrong. I thought they attacked alluring skulls. So what you gotta do is take care of this guy while the statue continues to cast warmth on this guy. It's very annoying. So, if you're not good at fighting these guys, well, I'm sorry, but I don't know what else to tell you. So, yeah, it's just a battle of attrition. Ouchies! And this is why I put on the Chloranthy ring, because power stancing uses up a lot of stamina, so you want to get that back as quickly as possible. But you do a good amount of melee damage in return if you do manage to pull it off. Nice. Now let's open this here door. and see if there's anything in here. There is not. At least nothing that I can see. Inside door number 2 is a couple dead bodies with upgrade materials and a petrified something and the broadsword +7. And inside here is a Nadalia statue that makes a weird noise. I always mimic that noise every time I play this DLC. I don't know why, but it scratches my brain in a good way. It's very strange. And inside door number 4 is some flame butterflies. Is this a mimic? No, it is not. That's good. Now, let's see. What's inside treasure chest number 1? We got a life ring +3. So there you go. If you want even more HP, there you go. You got even more HP. Don't you just love interruptions in the middle of recordings? I most certainly do. Okay, so here's what you gotta do next. You gotta go across. Just get back on this here elevator and go all the way up here. And then go in here. Pretty simple, right? I agree, because that's the wrong way. I got turned around. Okay, there's another... That was really freaking close. Wow, I almost died. There's another elevator you gotta go down. I'm trying to remember where it is, though. Okay, here it is. This is the elevator. Now, go up against this wall over here and just mash A, because there's an illusory wall there. And whoever on B team put that there, I hope your pillow was hot tonight. That's not cool, man. Now just go past all of those things and open this here treasure chest. And inside is a hollow skin. That's nasty, but trust me, this item is extremely helpful for something coming up. So what you want to do next is go back on this elevator and go up this way, because there's some more goodies over here. Now open this door and get in here. Now there's a bunch of exploding barrels in here, so what you want to do is get rid of them all. And now you got this guy over here. You want to take this archer out so he's not pestering you, because yep, you gotta lure these hollows away to another location. So come on, buddy, over this way. Turn around, please. Turn around, please. There you go. No, not that way. No, there you go. Good, hollow. Don't go in there. No, 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 no. Just keep going. Turn around. There you go. Good, hollow. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. You got it, buddy. Just a little more. And there you go. Wow, that really didn't set it off. That's weird. Ow! I hit the wrong wall. Dang it. I hurt myself for nothing. You got some more lacerating knives, and what you want to actually do is go up here, because the thing you're looking for is over this way. It's this wall right here. You can actually see it. So, with that being said, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of these guys or die trying. Uh-oh. No, I didn't want to do that. Do that. There you go. Oh, yay, he broke the wall for me. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Here's your reward. You guys get to be burnt. Okay, there goes that guy. Now, I'm gonna take a sip of the old flask so I don't die. And there goes the first archer, and now it's time for this guy. Okay, good. He's dead. And there goes him. And one more to go. Excellent. They're all dead. And I get the possessed armor great bow. That's a fun one if I remember it correctly. And the possessed armor sword. Nice. Now, what do we got in here? The dispelling ring +1, so more elemental defense. That's always nice. But the reason why you want to go over this way is for this here chest. Open it. And what do you get for your troubles? You get 4 more smelter wedges. That's the last 4 that you need in this DLC. There's 10 of them in total, and you got all 10 of them now. So with that being said, what you want to do next is go down this elevator. Actually, never mind. I've remembered where the next one is. Let's go back to the bonfire. Because the next idol that you need is actually in here. Now, I have a bit of a problem. I'm in my dragon state, so I can't change my armor. But if you're not a dragon like me, you want to put on the hollow skin because it gives you 1,000 petrify defense. Because you get cursed down here. So yeah, this is not ideal, but I can make this work. So what I'm gonna do is pop 2 radiant life gems and then go down here so I can take care of these guys and not worry about my health. Because these guys do a decent amount of damage. Ow! Uh-oh, my 3rd dragon ring's at risk. That's not good. Okay, no, no, no. Bad enemies. Thankfully, it's just getting cursed. It's not getting petrified, so it's not all bad. So don't worry about getting petrified down here. That's not what's gonna happen. Because trust me, I'd be afraid of that too. Because this game does not pull its punches at all. And it would not surprise me if the game did something foul like that. Now you want to open this chest and get more old radiant life gems. And you can actually hear the statue in here, so let's make sure there's nothing in here first. Okay, there's nothing. Alright, just making sure. Now let's go to the next floor, where there's more enemies. That's lovely. Ow! I got wombo comboed there. That frickin' hurt. And my ring broke. Oh, that's not good. So here's what you're gonna want to do first. You're gonna want to take care of all those guys, because the armor enemies do not die until that statue is destroyed. So you want to take out the knights first, because if you do that, then you can worry about the rest of them later. Okay, it's this way. I went the wrong way. Get out of the way! Thank you. Yeah, I believe it's in here. Yep, it is. Open this here door and use your smelter wedge. Ugh. And there you go. Now you just wait for it to take effect, and not only will the thing be destroyed, but they will be nerfed. I am going to die. I'm going to die. I am dead. Great. Okay, let's try this again. And I'm going to increase my damage this time. So this way, I can take him out with little to no issue. Just do this. And look at how much damage I do now with this torso stone. It's pretty awesome stuff. The thing is, though, is that this buff doesn't last very long. So you gotta make good timing with this thing. So with that being said, let's use the stone once more. Oh, let's try that again. Where's the torso stone? There it is. Just roar to the heavens and do a power attack. And I one-shot him. That's pretty awesome stuff, isn't it? And now we can go in here and get our souls. And we can get this next bride soul. There you go. That's all you really want in this place. I'm dead again. But you know what? I got all I want from this place, so everything else can go F off. At least that's what I'd like to say. But I just remembered there's actually a pretty important item down here besides the statue. Because of course there would be. So I guess I gotta take them out after all. So get out of my face. Alright, let's see what this item is first though. Large titanite shards. Thankfully that's not what I came down here for. Let's get my souls. I'm already here, so I might as well. Okay, take a sip of the old flask, and the item is over here, inside this treasure chest. Open it, and you pyromancers will get Fire Snake. There you go. So if you're playing along as a pyromancer, you got yourself another tool to play with. Now, I'm gonna go repair my ring off screen. Alright, now that I'm back here again, now you want to go down. So just ride this elevator down. And now that you're on this floor, now you want to go all the way down here. So just wait for this here elevator and ride it down to the bottom of the tower. Now we're finally gonna see what's down here, but don't get off here. Instead, what you want to do is run over here and go on this floor, because there's some extra goodies up here. Over here. Just make sure it's not a mimic first, as always. And now you can see what's inside. And we got a strength ring. This is pretty self-explanatory, but it increases your strength. An oddly deformed iron ring increases the strength of its wearer. The old Iron King ruled over a great age of iron. The king's power allowed him to mold iron freely, as if he held sway over the forces of life and creation. Pretty neat stuff. Now let's take care of this guy in a single hit, because power stancing is freaking amazing. And there you go. It's fun stuff, power stancing. I love it. I loves it. Of course. Ow! Okay, that actually really hurt. Okay, let's take care of him and take care of you. It's pretty much easy mode at this point with this stuff. It's fun. You can't help but love it. Wow, he actually survived that. Well, good on you, buddy. Give me your sword. I'm not even gonna bother checking for enemies. I'm just gonna drop down. I do so much damage, I might as well just be reckless right now. Wow, he actually survived that. Okay, how about this? 2 for the price of 1. And a partisan +6. Now, what you want to do next is go over here. And let's see how much damage I can crank out in a single hit. Now let's do this. And power stance. Yeah! Wow, that's a lot of damage. That's insane. No, I don't think so. And the nice thing is, I take almost no fire damage, so I don't gotta worry about that. Fire Drake's sword, and pull this here lever, and that'll open this door right in front of you. It's kind of redundant and silly if you ask me, but what can you do? Now for this next part, don't even bother fighting these guys. Just run past them, because there's another statue nearby that's keeping them alive. What you want to do instead is go over here to this treasure chest and open it quickly while they're still chasing you, because inside it is the sorcery clutch ring. So if you want to do more magic damage, there you go. Just remember, with every clutch ring, you take more physical damage, as always. So do be careful. Now what you want to do next is go down this elevator, and we're going even further down this place. We already went down 2 gigantic elevators, and now we're going down a 3rd one. Just how far down does this place go? The answer is pretty deep. We're finally at the bottom, though. So what you want to do next is buff yourself, because you got 2 of those statues, actually. And there's enemies nearby, so what you want to do is use the Smelter Wedge. And there you go. That's Smelter Wedge number 1. And you probably saw it earlier, but there's another one on the other side. Now, I don't remember if there's any items over here. Oh, there's more than one. There's a second one over here. I forgot about this one. And if you picked up the extra Smelter Wedges, this won't be a problem. So just jab it in there. And there you go. That's the next one done. Any items? Yep. This had Soul of a Brave Warrior. Meh. Soul items are not really relevant for me anymore. How many soul fragments do I have? I have 8. Alright, and I saw one more over there. And there's a summon sign here. Okay, and here's statue number 9. Oh, I hear someone coming out of the dust. Alright then, let's do this thing. Ow! I'm a little too brave for my own good well-being right now, but you know what? I've had worse ideas. Ow! This might be a bad one, though. Let's use an old Radiant Life Gem so this guy does not take me out. And get some nice, good damage in. And with that Radiant Life Gem healing me for a long time, I don't have to worry about him sneaking up on me and killing me. Well, he's not sneaking up on me, but the damage would sneak up on me is what I mean. And now, jam it in there. Ugh. How many soul fragments does this person have? 10? That's pretty crazy. Well, that's fragment number 9. Oh, there's fragment number 10 over there, I guess. And he got another piece of upgrade material. I'm gonna be reckless and just go ahead and do this. This is probably not a good idea, but oh, hey, I'm invincible while doing that. Never mind. I'm not afraid of you no more. And he's no longer buffed. So now I can just take care of him as normal. Uh-oh, my stamina didn't come back fast enough. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Just do... No! No, no! Oh, dear. I'm gonna go ahead and... Ow, stupid fire! No! Where's my flask? Okay, take a double sip of the flask. I refuse to die here. No way. There's a bonfire right freaking there. Okay. Now, is there any more items? It does not look like it, so let's get this soul fragment. And there you go. Out of all the soul fragments in this DLC, those in particular, you want to eliminate. Just trust me on this. And you have another summon sign. But I'm going to end it here. Next time on Dark Souls 2, we will be fighting the most difficult boss in the game. See you guys next time. Take care, everyone.